Good afternoon, Professor Lisi. I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think it's either Lisi or Lisi. So this is Sandy Valois, one of your students, and this is Priscilla Lascano. Yes, hi. Thank you, Priscilla, for doing this with me. We're both your students, and I think it's in this one class only. We're also co-workers, and we arranged to take to go back to school together. So basically today we are at a restaurant because Priscilla has 3 children and 2 massive dogs, and at her house was not going to be possible, neither at mine. So I am glad that we are at least here doing this video. The purpose of this video is to educate Priscilla a little bit about her diabetes situation. In our previous homework, I detailed with you about Priscilla's condition of being diabetic, hypertensive, and also having high cholesterol. But today we're just going to focus on her diabetes management. So I have 5 questions for Priscilla. The first one will be, when was the last time you checked your A1C?
I checked it approximately like 3 months ago.
3 months ago. Priscilla also used to take Ozempic, and that was pretty much the only medication she was taking. So I kind of told her about going back to get her A1C to see where the range at where her A1C is at. I also taught Priscilla, she's a visual learner, so I got a listing / chart from the Cleveland Clinic that explained visually the range, the in range for A1C for a non-diabetic person, the pre-diabetic range of 5.7 to 6.3, and also the diabetic range of 6.3 and above. Priscilla, do you know the last time, what was your score again for your A1C when you checked it last?
It was 5.7.
It was 5.7. So based on that chart that I showed Priscilla already, that I cannot include in this video, Priscilla is considered pre-diabetes. So basically her diabetes has improved, but in my plan, I would like her to go down more on her A1C levels. Okay, my second question. How are you managing your diabetes?
Currently taking metformin. I was taking Ozempic prior, as we spoke about earlier. I've been off of it for a few weeks because it was getting in between the things that I like to do on my daily basis. I like to go have dinner, I like to have a couple drinks and things of that nature, and it was getting in the way of that. It took away just the ability to want to eat or to drink, period.
Okay. And so basically is metformin that you're taking, it's a 500 milligrams twice a day? Yes.
It is, yes.
It is twice a day. So you also mentioned earlier that you were not really taking Ozempic on a daily basis. If you consider that your glucose was like low enough, you were not taking Ozempic that day?
Correct.
Okay. What was your glucose this morning?
It was like about 121.
Did you take your metformin this morning?
I normally won't take it if it's that low.
Okay. So so basically Ozempic did regulate a lot of her diabetes situation, but Priscilla is apprehensive of the Ozempic because sometimes she likes to go on outing with her husband and have a glass of wine, which with Ozempic she had lost the desire to do all of that. So now she's back on metformin, but also Priscilla is under the impression that if her sugar is low, she doesn't have to take metformin. And in my plan, I'm trying to educate her on how to continue to take metformin, even if the glucose is low during the day or in the morning, for continuation of her A1C levels, and how we wanted to have the glucose at an even line. Even if she doesn't take it in a day or two, it's okay, but not taking it and just inconsistent with it can bring her back to a more diabetic status, which can deteriorate her health and probably give her other symptoms. My next question to Priscilla, so basically, do you understand about the range of the A1C?
I do.
I do. But I also went with her over it because of my concern of not taking her metformin and the concern of just stopping medications just like Ozempic, just because she felt, that her body was not wanting things that she wanted before. How are you planning, Priscilla, to manage your diabetes this week?
I was thinking of just having, less amount of carbs, meaning less wine, less bread and rice, things that are normally involved in my diet.
Okay. So I was also explaining to Priscilla prior to this video that with diabetes, you don't necessarily have to cut all your carbs, but that you can have like a small proportion. Let's say for rice, a little handful of rice will do good in her diet.